Xiaomi is one of the famous brands that has gained people's attention within a short period. They offer a range of high-quality yet affordable phones within its flagship Mi and budget Redmi lines and are often unbeaten on value for money. The best Xiaomi phones have impressive specs and specialities, yet sell for relatively affordable price tags. So if you're searching for a new one, we can help you with some of the best in the business. Take a look at the description below to see all the featured products and links. Our list begins with the Xiaomi Note 10 Lite. This smartphone comes with a 6.47-inch touchscreen display with a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. It is powered by a 2.2 GHz octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G processor and comes with 6 GB of RAM. It runs Android 10 and is powered by a 5260 mAh non-removable battery and supports proprietary fast charging. As far as the cameras are concerned, the rear packs a 64-megapixel primary camera with an f1.89 aperture, followed by a second 8-megapixel camera with an f2.2 aperture, and has third and fourth cameras with 5 megapixels and 2 megapixels respectively. It sports a 16-megapixel camera on the front for selfies with an f2.48 aperture. Additionally, this smartphone's connectivity features include Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, VoLTE, NFC, and more. Next up on the list, we have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9-7. This phone comes with a 6.67-inch touchscreen display with 1080 by 2400 pixels and an aspect ratio of 20:9. It is powered by a 2.3 GHz octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G processor and comes with 4 GB of RAM. It runs Android 10 and is powered by a 5020 mAh battery and supports proprietary fast charging. The cameras on this smartphone include a 48-megapixel primary camera with an f1.79 aperture, a second 8-megapixel camera, a third 5-megapixel camera, and a fourth 2-megapixel camera. The rear camera setup has phase detection autofocus and sports a 16-megapixel camera on the front for selfies. Plus, it is a dual SIM smartphone that accepts nano SIM and nano SIM cards. Up next on the list, we have the Xiaomi Mi 9 Pro. It has a 6.67-inch LCD screen with a 60Hz refresh rate and a hole-punch front camera at the top. The processor is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G, which is surprisingly powerful for this segment. You also get a 5020 mAh battery and support for 18-watt fast charging. The display is large and crisp, making games and movies look good. You have a choice between variants, one with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, and the other with 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. It has a 48-megapixel primary camera, followed by an 8-megapixel wide-angle camera, a 5-megapixel macro camera, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. On the front, you get a 16-megapixel selfie camera, plus it features P2I splash-proof nano-coating technology to ensure your device is protected against spills and splashes. The next product on the list is the Xiaomi Poco F2 Pro. This smartphone comes with a 6.67-inch touchscreen display with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels and an aspect ratio of 20:9. It is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 processor and comes with 6 GB of RAM. This phone runs Android 10 and is powered by a 4700 mAh non-removable battery with a multi-layer liquid cooling process and one of the largest vapor chambers in the industry covering 28% of the body. The CPU temperature can be reduced by 14 degrees Celsius. On the rear, it packs a 64-megapixel primary camera, a second 13-megapixel camera, and a third 5-megapixel camera, and a fourth 2-megapixel camera. Plus, it sports a 20-megapixel camera on the front for selfies. Meet up the all-new Xiaomi Mi 10. It has a 6.67-inch AMOLED screen and is sharp enough but Full HD 2340 by 1080 resolution. The display also runs at 90 Hz, which is a big trend right now. You can experience extreme power and efficiency with the latest LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.0 ROM technology, powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 platform with 7nm process and up to 2.85 GHz clock speed. It also comes with a 108MP quad rear camera setup with OIS plus ultra wide and macro mode, along with a 20MP in-display front camera. This mobile phone features a 4780 mAh battery that will give you enough juice for all your gaming, streaming, and music listening needs. It supports 30 watts fast charging with or without wired use, and you can also enjoy up to 10 watt reverse wireless charging with this device. Last on the video, but at the top of the list, we have the Mi Note 10 smartphone from Xiaomi. Running the Android 9.0 Pie operating system, this phone is powered by the Snapdragon 730G chipset, up to 2.2 GHz octa-core processor, and 6 GB of RAM. The camera system includes a 108MP wide-angle lens with optical image stabilization, a 20MP ultra-wide camera, a 12MP telephoto camera, a 5MP ultra telephoto camera with visual image stabilization and 50x digital zoom, and a 2MP macro camera for getting detailed close-up shots. You can capture 1080p slow motion movies at 120 or 240 frames per second. At 720p HD resolution, you can get as slow as 960 frames per second. This phone is unlocked and compatible with GSM 4G LTE networks. You can also connect to the internet and other devices with built-in 2.4, 5 GHz Wi-Fi 5, and Bluetooth 5.0. Remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications for more exciting videos from our channel.